It will be so much easier for you to get from where you are to where you want to be as you understand this basic premise. When contrast causes you to ask, you've asked. Step one is really, really a fast step. Really a fast step. It's a vibrational step. It's a vibrational step. Do you hear what we mean? Because even in looking at what you don't want, you're asking for what you do want. So just by being alive and focusing, you're asking. You have set up a vibrational reality. We'll talk about that a great deal here today. That is as a result of what you have been living and what you have been sifting through in terms of contrast. So the asking is fast. In fact, it's instantaneous. But when you continue to ask, when you continue to say, where is this thing that I want? Or why does this thing that I want not come? Or why do the others that have it when I want it and I don't have it? And what am I doing wrong? And how come it's not playing out? And why is it so hard? And where is it? 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 I'm asking, where is it? Where is it? I'm asking, where is it? Where is it? Is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why is it so long? Where has it been? Why isn't it here? What have I done wrong? You go on and on. You have become, we love you very much. You have become, oh, we love you very much. You have become masters of getting hung up in step one. And because you keep thinking that as long as you don't see it in your reality, that you should keep asking for it. Sort of like the game you played with your mother. I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it. Until finally she just got so worn down, she gave it to you. And you think that's the way the universe works, but it isn't. It's only the way you can attract on a very mediocre level. In other words, when you stay stuck in step one, by staying focused upon what you want that you don't have, what you want that you don't have, what you want that you don't have, what you want, so that you get hung up in step one, you can't let it in. It can't come to you because the vibration of step one is about the absence of what you want. You've got to move on to step two, which is it's on the way. Source is on it. The larger part of me is a vibrational match to it. So, if you heard that, then you know that you don't have to every day get up and write your goals again. You don't have to keep noticing the distance between where you are and where you want to be, and without meaning to, unwittingly activating within yourself where you are. You've got to move yourself vibrationally to a new place if anything is going to change in your life experience. And your keen awareness of what is happening will keep anything different from that from happening. Are you creating a vibrational reality of good stuff and a vibrational reality of bad stuff? And is there a war going on within you of good against evil? Well, it's not quite that way, but it wouldn't hurt you to see it that way a little bit. In that, through life, you are identifying improvements, and the larger part of you has already taken the improvements to heart. In other words, the larger part of you is already living that which you are asking for. When that happens, when you send off a rocket and the source within you becomes a vibrational equivalent to what you're asking for, that's when that vibrational relationship kicks in for you, which means now, whatever you're giving your attention to, and therefore whatever vibration you are offering, and therefore whatever emotion you are feeling, is playing against this vibration of who you really are. Vibration is the basis of your emotion. So when you feel thrilled, when you feel interested, when you feel eager, when you feel frisky, when you feel in love, when you feel appreciation, when you feel joy, when you feel bliss, you are in such close vibrational proximity to who you really are that there is no vibrational variance between you and you. And you are, in your offering of one vibration, not only feeling wonderful, but your point of attraction is powerful. That is a leverage of creative energy that defies verbal description. You just have tapped in under those conditions to the energy that creates worlds. And when you tune in that way and hold anything as your object of attention while you're tuned in that way, it has to improve. with another project, Esther asked this dear IT person to stand on the chair and put his hand in there and see if he can figure out what's making the rattle. And he said, I think it's this. I think this motor is too close to the bottom. And so Esther opened her drawer, got out a wine cork, sawed it off, and said, stick this under there. And he did. And it quieted the motor. And so Esther is thinking what she often thinks. Gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself. So she took action, solved the problem, has done nothing whatsoever about cleaning up her vibration. And then they walked into their beautiful suite in this hotel. And the air conditioner is making the identical rattle. The identical rattle. You would have thought that they had dragged their refrigerator to the hotel room. And Jerry is laughing and Esther is hitting him. Because it's such an interesting thing. It's about vibration. Could it be more about vibration? It's the universe shouting. It's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. And then their breakfast arrived this morning and their milk was sour. And Esther said, we've got to stop taking me everywhere we go. We'll leave me somewhere else and we'll bring Abraham to the hotel. And we think it is just a wonderful opportunity to acknowledge that everything that comes to you comes in vibrational alignment with what you've got going on. And you just can't be lazy with your vibration even when you're facing reality. You get so hung up in telling the truth and in documenting what's happening and writing a history. Esther has a refrigerator log. A refrigerator log. At 4:59 on 8:21 a.m., the high temperature alarm in this refrigerator went off. I think you should know it, she said to the repairman, who could not have cared less. But it was important to Esther's vibrational stabilization. In other words, if she does not maintain vibrational alignment with what she does not want, she cannot continue to replicate it everywhere she goes. You do it with relationships, you do it with financial conditions, you do it with bodily conditions, you do it with loud refrigerators. You do it with anything that is troubling you, because most of you still believe that this reality that you are looking at holds more weight and therefore deserves more of your attention than the vibrational reality that you are in the process of creating at all times. So let's just for fun bring Esther in the analogy that we just offered. And let's say that it takes a day, a week, a month, a year. Let's say she's worked on it for 10 years. Doesn't matter. Let's say that she finally closed the gap on her refrigerator problem. Or whatever it is. And now she's offering one vibration. And let's call it the vibration of appreciation. Appreciation for the magnificent things in my life. And let's even go further. Appreciation for most of this refrigerator. Let's say that she is focused so succinctly that she's not even noticing what isn't right. She's just tuned in. She's using this refrigerator and many other things, but this refrigerator as her current reason to be in alignment with who she is. So there's no separation between who she really is and who she's being when she activates the thought of that refrigerator in her vibration. Under those conditions, that refrigerator could not misbehave. It could not. Under those conditions, the best repairman would show up. Under those conditions, a repairman tuned in, tapped in, turned on, a repairman in line with infinite intelligence, able to troubleshoot anything, would show up. Not the guy they've been sending. It's really worth tuning in and bringing your vibration into alignment with what you want. And when you don't do that, and you ask anyone to improve your situation, you are asking the impossible, because no one can buck your current. Now, it's certainly fair to say Esther didn't feel that way about that refrigerator before it was so very bad. In other words, she didn't start her refrigerator relationship out on the wrong foot. She didn't say, refrigerator, you look just like a refrigerator that I had in my kitchen one other time. and I don't expect good things from you. So the question that you want to ask is, so what is it? What is it that causes me to get off on the wrong foot with anything? And we say other things that are sort of like it. In other words, if you have this habit of thought about things and you haven't taken the time to clean up the vibration, don't worry, it will get bigger. Everything in your life reflects the vibrational alignment you've got going on, you see. So we know that's not a very important subject, but everything that comes into your experience is a perfect reflection of what's going on with you vibrationally. Esther's a little bit in a state of overwhelmment. She has too many new moving parts in her life. And so many things don't work just because she doesn't know how to work them. It's not because they're broken. So you give your attention to something that you can't make work the way you want it to work. She came down this morning with a new computer that would not give her a reading at all. It's hung up in that refrigerator vibration, you see. But this old trusty computer, this one that she's been using for a while, easier to be in alignment with the things that you trust. So your work as creators is to bring yourself into alignment with everything that matters to you and ignore the rest. But we want you to know that while you are living this physical reality, you cannot let the physical reality occupy the majority of your attention and therefore be the reason for the majority of your vibrational offering. Or you will never be able to live what's in your beautiful vibrational escrow, all of those things that you really want. You can't have it both ways. You cannot focus upon what is and get to where you want to be if what is different from where you want to be. You have to make a choice. And we think the choice that you must make, and the reason that it's a little hard for you, is because the physical reality that surrounds you, the personalities of the people that you know, the conditions of your current experience, the way your body feels, the way your finances are, the way your vehicles are, the life that you're living and all of the components of it. As you give your attention to those things, you let what is train your vibrational habit. You let what is train your personality and your mood. And then you offer a vibration that's a pretty steady, pretty consistent vibration. And that's why for most people, you reach a place in life where things just keep repeating themselves. Different places, different faces, different appliances, different experiences, different things. But the same sort of result is showing up. And so this gathering is about the art of allowing. It's understanding law of attraction's response to the two vibrational aspects of you, and caring so much about the way you feel that even on things that don't seem to matter. In other words, Esther would not spend time beating the drum of something that seemed really important to her. She would not deliberately worry about her grandchildren, or she would not negatively focus upon Jerry or someone that she loves in a negative way. She's too smart for that. In other words, things that matter to her, she's got her vibration right where she wants it. She deliberately thinks the thoughts that she wants to think and the thoughts that feel good. She guides herself to the things that feel best. But on things that don't seem to matter so much, like a refrigerator, it doesn't seem very important. I should be able to think about, I should be able to face reality on that. And we say, yeah, if you like it, if you like the reality you're facing, give it your undivided attention. But if you don't, clean it up. And what we've noticed for all of you is that it's not the big issues that make up the balance of your vibrational offering. It's the little issues. It's how you feel when you're driving in traffic. It's how you feel every time you open that drawer and it's a mess and you can't find anything in it. It's how you feel about the day-to-day experiences that you're having. It's how you feel about the people you're working with and the personality conflicts or alignments that you have. In other words, the things that are rolling across your mind on a pretty steady basis, they set the tone of your vibrational frequency. And so you just got to ask yourself, is my frequency anywhere near the frequency of who I really am? Is my chronic frequency anywhere near the vibrational reality that's in the process of becoming? We want you to know this vibrational reality that we're talking about, it's not something to just discard as non-reality. It is the preface to all